Hello everybody, welcome back to the channel. I'm your host Game Hunter, and welcome back to another episode of Beyond a Steel Sky. It's been a while since we played this one, but a few people have been asking for it to come back again, so I thought, you know what, time's right, have a little break from some streaming and do some actual episodes. So yeah, I'm looking forward to getting back into this one. It's quite a fun little game. I love the graphics as well, very Borderlands-ish type graphics, so yeah, it's a bit of fun as well, so looking forward. Let's go, without further ado, let's get cracking, shall we? Auto save, manual save. Yes, I remember now, we've got a new ID, we're playing somebody called Graham Grundy, and we've just arrived into his apartment building, and now we've got to find out information about him because we're going to be questioned by somebody that's in there talking to our wives. So we're pretending to be Graham Grundy. So we've got to go and explore around here and find out if we can find anything about the lad.
A shelf full of sports gear and awards from years gone by.
Oh, it used to be good, doesn't it? Baseball, basketball, tennis. Wow. Oh, a wedding photo.
That looked like Graham and his wife on their wedding day. They looked blissfully in love.
Yes, very happy couple. Trophy, what's that about?
Rhythmic gymnastics, first place.
Wow, so his wife's into gymnastics?
Amethyst or purple glass? Either way, it looked expensive.
Alright, well, we'll go up here. Books.
Fairy tales, courtly romances, and art books.
Usual. Right, let's see what else we've got before we go exploring around the other rooms. The old cafe.
At least one person in the city appreciated a nice cup of coffee. Although I doubted Union City Blend contained even an ounce of actual coffee beans.
So I guess they don't drink coffee that much now.
Personally, I preferred an open fire.
Oh, excuse me. Oh, excuse me again. Just a perfect time when you're doing recordings. Have a good sneeze.
Definitely an improvement on the food dispensers they used to have here.
Yes. What's that? Bit of wine? Can't beat the old wine.
Union City Red. I suspected it was more fruit juice than wine.
Well, let's have a little chat to Chipworth, see if he'll tell us anything.
Hello there. Chipworth, wasn't it?
Master Graham, may I say, sir is looking even more fabulous than usual today.
Oh, thank you very much.
Why, thank you.
Has Master Graham lost weight?
Maybe. Does Master Graham look like he's lost weight?
Oh, yes, sir. And it would
nice.
appear sir has gained some height as well. Bravo.
Tell me, Chipworth, who was that woman just now?
But that was sir's wife, Madame Songbird.
Yes, of course. My wife.
Is sir quite feeling himself?
Not really.
It's fine. I've just been having a difficult few days.
How serendipitous that the well-being mentor is here then, is it not, sir?
No, so what's your duties?
I need you to do something for me.
Just say the word, sir.
Whoa,
Never mind. Perhaps later.
Very good, sir.
Right, tell us more about Graham.
Tell me about that woman.
A woman? Can sir possibly be referring to his good lady wife?
Humor me. For instance, her name would be...
Madame Songbird. Clearly, sir is not feeling quite himself today. Sir might recall he even forgot dear old Chipworth's name earlier.
Who?
Me, sir.
Okay, right, well, what can you tell me about
Chipworth, tell me everything you know about me.
Request respectfully declined, sir.
But aren't you my butler droid?
Yes, sir. I have been sir's butler for a very long time.
Then why can't you tell me?
Standing orders, sir.
Whose orders?
You... nice try, sir. Almost had me.
Graham had made sure his droid wouldn't talk.
Very smart guy.
I had to do my own investigating.
Great. Right, so interview.
This mentor, what will he ask me about?
The Ministry of Well-being is always concerned, sir, with a citizen's well-being.
Well-being?
That's right, sir. A citizen's health and happiness, their relationships and social life, all of the utmost importance to the Ministry. He might also inquire if sir needs any support in the workplace or similar.
Why exactly was I selected?
I believe sir's 2-week-long work, poll and social hiatus may have raised some concerns.
So you can't go away for
Just
2 weeks
be
without them
yourself,
knowing.
sir, and you will be fine.
Of course, because I am Graham Grundy.
Okay, Chipworth. Goodbye.
Goodbye, Chipworth.
Have a very special day, sir.
Okay. Right, so let's start looking around some of these rooms then. It's about... Oh, we've got a closet. Okay, nothing in there but cleaning supplies. What's over here? What room is this one? Oh, this is the bathroom. Can we use the sink? Yes, we can. We've got the old toilet.
After 10 years in the Gap, I'd almost forgotten what a toilet looked like.
Let's close it.
There was a boot print. Curious.
Oh.
A box had been hidden outside the window. If I could get the window open, I'd be able to reach that box.
Alright. Apply remote.
So Graham was a cleaning supervisor? The logo on the uniform was quite distinct. I needed to find out who he worked for. If I slipped up, I'd be exposed right away.
Right, so we found out that he's a cleaning supervisor. We just need to find out what type of cleaning supervisor.
I was hit by the acrid smell of chemicals.
Well, what's in the box?
The box was for a deluxe hollow plinth replacement lens. There was nothing inside.
Okay. Photos.
A cavalcade of cryptids. Someone believed in monster stories.
Yes. Chain of production. Come on.
I wondered if the people knew that Hobart agents had helped me save their city.
What we got here? Antique.
A sword? The blade was cracked.
Oh, some medals.
An impressive collection of medals, ranging from bravery to long service. Most of the medals dated back to before I was born.
Nice. Now we've got a Thailand train.
It looked like one of the land trains from the city walls. It was a detailed model.
We've got a copter.
A security
Get back to the
forces copter. I still had nightmares about those things. Twice I'd flown in them, and both times they'd crashed. I hoped I wouldn't have to risk it a third time.
Well, we've got chemicals.
Developing fluid and trays. I hadn't seen gear like this since I was a child.
So it looks like chemicals and that for developing photos. And just as we're talking about photos.
Looked like these photos were taken by the city walls. You can tell a lot about a man from his shoes. In this case, that the man had no taste.
Blackout curtain.
The blind blocked out all the light from outside.
That probably helps with in developing. We've got a printer.
A printer? It was rare to see one of those.
Oh dear.
How to survive a war. Better just to not be around to see them. Espionage during the Hobart Wars. Nice to see the propaganda was still around.
What's on the corkboard?
Among the drawings were photographs, land trains, and the city walls.
Anything on his calendar?
The calendar showed today as a holiday. Aspiration Day.
Oh, nice. Oh, I've got a computer. That could come in handy. Right. So his messages are
I couldn't access Graham's messages. I added that to my list of things to look into.
Nice. So what have we got? We've got City Guide. Cargo City Live. The Hollow Plinth. Okay. So we've got a City Guide. What does that one work?
The council was made up of 5 ministries. Each ministry had their own logo and distinctive color scheme. From the color of his uniform, it was clear that Graham worked for the Ministry of Comfort. I had made some headway, but I still needed to learn about Graham's health and social standing.
Yeah, there he is. So he works for the Comfort Ministry of Comfort. Right.
The council was made up of 5 ministries.
Yes, I know.
Each ministry had their own logo and distinctive color scheme. A chart showing that Graham's kudos score had recently dropped. I wondered what had caused such a sharp decline. I knew enough about Graham's status and profession. I wondered what his health was like before he died.
Right, so we've got his work and that sorted out. So he's gone from BB to C+. So for some reason we need to find out what his health. Did we miss anything in the bathroom? Oh, wait a minute. Medical scanner. There we go. That could come in handy.
Welcome back, Graham. Displaying your health chart now. It has been 2 weeks since your last checkup.
Oh, dear.
You have lost weight. Congratulations.
Thank you.
It has been noted that your height has increased. Adjusting records accordingly. Scanning for medical implants. Error. Implant missing. Refreshing biomodification database. Please wait. Removing cardiac implant registration.
So we had an
Registering Schriebman port
implant.
as new implant.
The scanner had detected my Schriebman port, which allowed me to interact with Link, the city's old network. Since then, I'd pretty much forgotten about it.
Adjusting your health rating from C to A+.
I was considerably fitter than Graham. That was good to know. Give me a checkup.
Scanning. Your physical health is within the top percentile for a Union citizen. Congratulations.
Nice.
Thanks.
You are welcome, Citizen Graham.
Device.
What devices do I have installed?
You possess a U-chip personal data implant in the perlicue of your right hand. It is functioning correctly.
Nice.
Your cardiac regulator implants have been marked as removed. Please return them to your nearest medical waste facility. You possess a Schriebman local interneural connection port in the 3rd cervical vertebrae.
Oh,
This
lovely.
hardware predates the Minos system and cannot be accessed at this terminal.
That's probably for the best.
You are welcome, Citizen Graham.
Do you want to ask advice? No, not really.
That's all for now.
Due to the alteration of your physical parameters, a new uniform has been ordered
Oh, no.
and will arrive at your home shortly. Keep a smile on your face.
I was a lot healthier than Graham. In fact, I'd say Graham was downright unhealthy. I had learned all I was going to from Graham's apartment. I hoped it would be enough.
Right, so we need a way to open the windows. We'll look into that in the future, but for now, I think it's time we went and had our interview with Mr. Alonso. Ah, there's a hollow print.
Keep a smile on your face.
Excuse me, please.
So you change it on the computer and it comes out there.
If I was going to convince the mentor, I had to be sure I knew enough about Graham.
Yeah, I think we've got enough, so let's
I
go.
couldn't keep them waiting any longer. From that point on, I had to be Graham Grundy, cleaning supervisor.
Darling, I thought you were going to freshen up.
I was, but I missed the sweet sound of your voice.
Oh, Graham, always the romantic. But please don't kiss me until you've showered.
Wouldn't dream of it. Besides, I couldn't let Alfonso here.
Alonso?
Monopolize my lovely wife for a moment longer.
In which case, shall we begin?
Of course. Shall we take a seat in the lounge? It was now or never.
It's now or never.
So, Mr. Grundy.
Mentor Alonso, what would you like to know?
Ah, well, straight to the point. I like that. As I was explaining to your dear wife earlier, there have been some issues with your activity records of late.
Issues? What do you mean?
Mr. Grundy, a word to the wise. This will be much smoother if you leave the questions to me.
Oh dear.
Now, whilst your records load, remind me, in which ministry are you employed?
That will be comfort, my friend.
Comfort. I'm a cleaning supervisor.
Yes, of course. Ah, here we go. Graham Grundy, 42, cleaning supervisor with the Ministry of Comfort. Cleaning supervisors require Class C exertive activity certification. I trust that your health rating is sufficient.
It certainly is, mate. It's A+.
I did drop down a bit, but I'm back to Class A+ now.
Excellent, excellent. Very good. So, with that in mind, I will mark you as fit for work, barring any other issues. Now, obviously, your kudos level will have fluctuated due to your absence. You're a C+ right now. I note you used to be much higher.
Yes, I used to be a B.
B.
Yes, well, you'll be back up there in no time. Well, that is all I need to check off. But I'd be remiss if I didn't offer you all the extra support and guidance
Oh, God,
that
here
you
we go.
need.
Mentor?
When someone goes off-grid, there's usually some underlying trouble.
Can't people have a couple of
And
these
as a
persons?
mentor, I like to think of myself as a bit of a troubleshooter.
Oh,
Of
God,
course.
I don't like
I
that voice.
appreciate the concern.
So, let's get to the bottom of all this confusion. Dig a bit deeper, eh?
Deeper? Yes, right. By all means, Mentor.
Tell me about your workplace. I trust there are no issues.
No?
The land train facility. It's a fine place to work.
I'm sure it is. Department of Land Trains and Extra City Commerce. Wonderful.
Oh, yes. Couldn't be happier.
We are, of course, very grateful for your service, Mr. Grundy. But there we come to the crux of the matter. Your absence.
Oh, God.
15 days is a
Long
long time. This is, of course, why my ministry has become involved in your case. We have been concerned for your well-being.
I'm fine. Better than ever, in fact.
Excellent. Now, speaking of your health, I note you had some surgery last year. Tell me about your implants. Are they working effectively?
Yeah, got me.
You mean my heart regulators? Nothing to worry about. As you can see, the beat goes on.
The beat goes on.
Well, I must say you're in remarkable shape considering your medical history. Of course, your mental well-being is just as important to us. How are you getting on with your rather peculiar hobbies?
Oh, you made me photograph.
You mean my photography?
I do, yes.
You can't beat the feeling of an old-time film camera.
I can imagine. You have an eye for composition. Although I don't understand your interest in using such archaic technology. Choosing to fiddle with knobs rather than availing of ministry-recommended filters, stabilization, automatic archive, and data retrieval, all courtesy of Minos. If we can't see what you create, how can we share in your interests?
What can I say? I like a challenge.
I'm sure you do, Graham. Ah, well. I have a busy day of appointments, so sadly we must conclude our little chat there.
It's been a pleasure, Mentor.
Hasn't it? So with that in mind, perhaps you can tell me where you've been for the last 2 weeks.
What? Right. Yes, where have I been the last 2 weeks?
Well?
Okay, so the last 2 weeks, I was working at the land train facility, of course. Cleaning. I'm a cleaning supervisor. And while I was cleaning, I must have bumped my head. The next thing I knew, I was in the middle of nowhere, still on the train. 2 weeks later, the train returned to the city. Cleaner than it's ever been, I might add.
My poor darling! How awful! What a dreadful thing to happen!
Dear God.
I believe I have all the answers I need from you.
Well, that's a relief.
I'm sure it is, Mr. Grundy.
Well, thank you for stopping by.
Just a teeny tiny thing before I go. There appears to be 1 or 2 anomalous results here.
Anomalous? That doesn't sound good.
It may be nothing. But here's the thing. I get strange readings when I scan your U-chip. Any idea why?
Maybe it got damaged when I fell.
Ah, yes. Of course. That's probably it. You see, the only other time I've seen anything like this is when a U-chip has been tampered with. No one would have done that now, would they?
Tampered with? I didn't even know that you could do that.
Graham's a supervisor, not a subversive mentor.
Yes, a supervisor, not a subversive.
Damaged when he fell. Request analysis. There. Perfect. I have everything I need.
Great. Chipbot will show you out.
Chipbot.
Chipworth, darling.
Just my little joke. Chipworth.
Good day, Mr. and Mrs. Grundy.
I don't know who you are or what you've done with Graham, but I think we got away with that.
I hope so. I don't think that we would get away with it a second time.
Nor do I. If there is anything wrong with Graham's U-chip, you would better sort it out sharpish, before Alonso's analysis comes back. Who even are you? Where's Graham? Are you that contact he kept ranting about?
Whatever Graham had been up to, it had gotten him killed. I had to come clean with his wife. There's no easy way to say this, but I'm afraid Graham is dead.
What? How? Where?
I found him. In the Gap.
The Gap? What was the idiot doing in the Gap? Was that where he was always sneaking off to? Ugh!
A child, Milo, was abducted from a village out there and brought into Union City. And I think Graham was somehow connected.
Sure, and pigs fly. Listen, stranger. I'm sure you can understand this has been a rather harrowing day. This is all too much for me right now.
Tell me about it.
So, I'm gonna do some damage control on social media. In the meantime, I guess that officially it is your home, so you can stay, but this is my bedroom, and that one is yours. No cute ideas.
Understood. Songbird seemed rattled by the news. Not surprising. But whoever this contact of Graham's was, I suspected they were the key to finding Milo.
Right.
Keep a smile on your face.
So I think we've been everywhere in these rooms, so let's see if we can get on. We can.
collection of toy animals were lined up in little baskets. One was missing. Carl Koala.
No, that's not the one I wanted to examine.
There was an empty spot marked Bartleby Bilby.
Right. We've got some books.
The shelf was loaded with books on management, business theory, and military strategy.
Right.
The climate controls looked complicated, except for the big switch marked Windows. In Union City, even the teddy bears had screens. This one was broken.
Right. Before we do that though, let's have a look.
A trader came by our village with something like this back when I was a boy. I think he traded it for a table. Or at least that's what I had heard.
Jasmine. Let's have a quick chat with Miss Songbird, shall we?
Songbird, I'm sorry
For what?
Your husband.
that your husband is dead.
Hey, win some, lose some.
That's pretty harsh.
Look, stranger. You told me your secret, so I'll tell you mine. Last few years, Graham gave up trying to be anything other than the dullard he really was. If it weren't for the kudos for being married, I'd have dumped him months ago. You're new here, so a word of advice? You want to win in Union City? Learn the rules and play the game.
My name's Foster, by the way. Robert Foster.
Songbird.
Is there anything more you can tell me about Graham?
Not much. He was a loner whose only friends were idiots like him.
So, see if she knows anything about
Could
it.
Graham have had anything to do with kidnapping?
For both our sakes, I hope not.
Can I ask you about some missing children?
I'd rather you didn't.
Okay. So what about this kudos?
What were you saying about kudos?
Were you born yesterday?
Let's just say I'm new here.
Okay, newbie. Here's how it works in Union City. Be a good example, stay happy, and you get kudos.
Okay.
Which you spend?
Well, kinda, but not really. The higher your kudos level, the lower you are in the city. Simple.
So kudos is bad?
Aren't you listening? Lower. Lower is better.
Right.
So you need a higher kudos to get lower?
Of course. That industrial pit up there hovers over me like a storm cloud. And this middle level is simply beneath me.
I think I understand what you mean.
So
But
this
the
is
lower
middle class.
level, now they are my kind of people. They've got standards that you don't see enough of round here.
Right. So what we're saying is the higher thing, the lower you go to the rich. So she's middle class at the moment.
Looks like Graham was quite the photographer.
Oh, he was dreadful. At first I thought he was an artist. Then I found out he used those ridiculous antique cameras. It took hours to see the finished photographs. And he took forever fussing with the lighting. The only good thing about his photographs is that I'm in most of them.
Okay. Did he tell you about his contact?
Who's this contact you mentioned?
Bad news, as far as my kudos level is concerned.
What do you mean?
Graham was always rambling on about this hacker friend of his. Had a daft name. Leet, I think.
Leet? It's a funny name.
Any idea where I could find Leet?
Probably somewhere up top, with the other degenerates. If I were you, I'd stay away.
And you've got a missing plush.
Are you a collector?
What?
Toys. You have quite the collection.
Oh, yes. The whole set of cuddly kiddies. Even the limited edition Mama Bear from 5 years back. Well, I did have the whole set, at least.
Did something happen?
Bartleby went missing, that's what. I asked Graham about it and he denied all knowledge. Then, when I tried to use the Mama Bear tracker to find dear Bartleby, he threw her across the room.
Clumsy.
Clumsy? Those bears were my engagement gift. He hid Bartleby just to spite me.
Graham had taken Songbird's toy Bilby, but I couldn't figure out what he'd have wanted with it. Wherever he'd gone, Graham clearly didn't want to be tracked.
No. So what can you tell me about Bartleby?
What does Bartley Bilby look like?
Bartleby is a bilby. Adorable, long ears. Like a bandicoot and a rabbit all rolled into one. At least he was, before he went missing.
What about the toy?
What's a mama bear tracker?
What do you think? It tracks her babies.
Her babies?
The cuddly kiddies. Most toys in Union
dear
City
me.
are tracker-enabled. Lost toys mean screaming babies. Unless you got a tracker.
Mind if I have a look at the tracker?
Go ahead, though the screen is broken. Squeeze the left ear to turn it on.
I think that'll do for now.
Thanks.
Yeah, bye.
Yeah,
It looked like
bye.
Graham had taken Bartleby and didn't want it tracked. I had a hunch that he had taken it to Leet, but had no idea why.
So somehow we've got to use the Mama Bear to track it. But if the window is cracked, we've got to find something else. Let's see about these windows first.
Hey, don't touch that. What have I said about these windows? Keep them closed.
Go on, mate, come on. Crap. So we've got to find a way to keep the windows open. Right, what have we got?
I will not have any industrial runoff coming into my house, thank you very much.
The climate controls looked complicated, except for the big switch marked Windows.
Right, I thought you could use it to... What could you do with a fireplace? Aha! I see. So what we need to do, we need to get that to go down there. Huh? Somehow we need to get it to go up. Can't do anything with that one. Can't do anything in there with it.
Excuse me, please.
And if we turn the TV on. Right, so that's nothing that's working.
I don't know and I don't care.
See if we can ask if we can open the
Excuse me, Songbird?
What is it, Graham?
Did Leet believe in...
Believe? Pretty sure he's where Graham got him from. Bad influence all round.
Okay.
Thanks.
Yeah, bye. Open windows. I can't even right now.
The mentor, Alonzo, seemed to be arguing with someone. The gang had a ferocious beak. I was lucky not to lose a finger.
Right.
Here you go.
Nice.
Whatever was in the box, Graham had clearly not wanted anyone to find it. Inside was a small glass lens. It had deep cuts scored across its surface. But that wasn't all. Tucked beneath was a photograph. A picture of a stalker. A child's face pressed against the window.
Oh.
Suddenly I realized that it wasn't just Milo. It was clear that multiple children were being taken into the city, and somehow Graham was connected to it.
Right. So what have we got to do now? Yeah, so it's still about the songbird. We need to find a way. See if we can ask her about.
Excuse me, Songbird?
Hello, husband.
Tell me more about Graham.
Why do you want to know?
I think he might have been involved in something.
What do you mean?
I came to Union City from the Gap because I was investigating a mysterious...
Oh, for Joey's sake, not you too. Blah, blah, conspiracy, blah, blah, giant dog. Graham was the perfect husband until he started getting crazy ideas. Why couldn't he just have an affair like a normal person?
Okay. So
Bye, Songbird.
Yeah, bye.
Right, so let's try and switch this on.
The device was now on, but with the screen broken, I'd need to find another way to get at the data. I wondered why Graham had taken a children's toy.
Hello there. I'm Mama Bear.
Hi.
Mama Bear looks after all the cuddly kitties. Are you looking for one of my children?
Yes, I'm looking for Bartleby.
I'm looking for Bartleby Bilby.
Don't worry, child. Look at my tummy to find your missing friend.
Right, so maybe we can do it this way. There we go. So if we move that one with that one, I'll put nice. Apply. Here we go.
The plinth was showing the toy's tracking data. All I needed to do was locate the area code E1594. Find the tracker. Find Leet.
Okie dokie. So does she know where it is? Hello?
Ahem.
Excuse me, Songbird?
Hey, stranger.
Do you know where E1594 is?
Excuse me.
Any idea where the area code E1594 refers to?
E1594? What would I know about an old area code?
Old?
The monopod system has taken care of transport for years.
Or do you know where it
You
is?
sure you don't know where to find E1594?
The monopod system has taken care of transport for years.
Thanks.
Okay.
Yeah, bye.
Yeah, bye. Well, let's see if we can go and find somebody that does know where the bloody thing is then, shall we? Hello, Dapper Butler? Dapper? Do you know where it is?
Excuse me.
Ah, Master Grundy. What joy to see Sir again after all this time. The Poet Laureate Reginald Arthur Schnipple Esquire sends his regards and/or condolences as appropriate.
How nice of you, Reginald.
Correction, sir. If one may be so bold, Mr. Schnipple is of course Sir's human neighbour. How Sir might mistake yours truly, Tarquin, for our beloved Poet Laureate is beyond imagining.
Okay, well tell us about yourself, Taff.
Who are you again?
Tarquin, Fidelis Mark II domestic savant, at your service.
So, you're a servant.
Savant, please. I am a highly engineered personal aid.
Oh dear. Apartment.
Do you work in these apartments?
Of course, Master Grundy. Sir and I have been neighbors for 147 days and 11 hours.
Okay.
I'm Graham Grundy.
Of course, sir.
So, we've met before?
Of course, sir.
Of course, sir. Right, do you know where E1594?
Any idea where I might find a place called E1594?
That sounds like an area code, and not one I would venture into.
How so?
It would be extremely inappropriate for a gentleman to visit Sector E.
Okay.
See you later, Tarquin.
Will I?
Huh? It's just a phrase.
Shall we schedule in another meeting?
I don't think that's necessary.
Such ambiguity. A tortured soul. Alas, I am inspired.
Okay. Right, let's have a quick look around.
Someone had spilt paint on the floor. Looked like someone planned on doing some painting. The holdall was stained with paint.
Okay. But here we are, guys, with 45 minutes, so we're probably going to end the episode here. And in the next one, we will try and find Sector E1594. Thank you everybody that's come and watched this episode. I really do appreciate the support that I get. And I will see you all in the next one. But for now, guys, take it easy, be safe wherever you are, and I will talk to you very soon. Bye for now, guys. Bye bye.